What up, world? It's your boy GrandZ, and this is the first episode of my new show, GrandZ Top Five, where I'll be talking about my favorite top five list of everything under the sun, from music, entertainment, food, you name it. So it's not anybody else's top five. It's just my top five. So today, first episode, I'm going to be talking about my favorite 5 all-time greatest hip-hop artists ever. So please, leave comments on the video, share, and like it and subscribe. If you're watching on YouTube, if you're watching on IG TV, please like and subscribe and share. If you're watching on the IG stories or Facebook stories, please comment. And Snapchat as well is where you can find this episode. So further ado, we're gonna get into it. So my top 5 list, honorable mention that's not there, Kanye West. Kanye West is, I know right now people view Kanye West as a lot of different things. Have a mental challenge, kind of cold when it comes to music, not as hot, but I know Kanye West to be this amazing super producer and amazing rap artist who at one point in time never had a bad verse. Every verse was fire. So, but because of just all time, I mean, I can't hold Kanye, Ye to the sound of, yesteryear and not include what's happening now with Ye and his sound, and at least his sound in the last 5-6 years. So that's why Kanye West to me is an honorable mention, but is one of the greatest hip-hop artists of all time. So 5th on my list is Biggie Smalls, also known as Notorious B.I.G. I know he may be low on the list to you, but to me, Biggie Smalls is in my top 5. I mean, the man was he's one of the greatest MCs ever, lyrical, a great songwriter, but not even no buts. The man had classic albums such as Ready to Die, Life After Death, and even had some great songs on the Born Again album that came out after his death. But Biggie was just an amazing writer, and he was ahead of his time. He's a visionary, and he just had different flow patterns and really kind of created a sound that people follow. And he's top 5 on my list, man. Big. And number 4 on my list is Tupac. Man, Big and Tupac seems to go together, hand in hand like PB and J, but that ain't really it. And I know some people may have Biggie higher than Tupac, but for me on my list, Tupac was revolutionary, and not just his flow, but also with his writing, being able to knock out so many songs back to back to back. There's so many stories out there that Pac would go to the studio and record music left and right. He has so many classics like California Love, Dear Mama, and just the versatility alone separates him from almost every artist who ever lived. You know what I'm saying? He can have a song that makes you cry, and then he got a song that makes you want to go shoot up people. He got a song that is about fighting the power. Then he got a song for the ladies. So that's why Tupac, I gotta edge him a little bit over Biggie, but I got him at 4. So I already given you 2 members of my top 5 all-time hip-hop artist list, with Biggie Smalls being number 5 and Pac being number 4, Tupac being number 4. And I know that people are going to be like, damn, how you got them at 4 and 5, man? Who must be in your top 3? Who's in my top 3? Well, I'm going to hit you with my number 3. My number 3, and this was tough because, man, I be want to bump him up, but I got him having a number 3, and that's Lil Wayne. Lil Wayne is number 3 on my list. Lil Wayne has been arguably the biggest rapper of my generation, watching Wayne, not being too younger than Wayne, but watching Wayne from The Block Is Hot and being in the Hot Boys and, you know, just being a really hook type of guy, and, you know, just a little catchy or flashy young dude, to, you know, maturing his flow, putting out all the squad ups, getting rid of all his written raps, and then just started rapping off the dome, to making classic albums and mixtapes. He kind of evolution the mixtape game when you come to the droughts, the dedications with DJ Drama. And then, of course, he put out the Carter series. You know, Carter 1 and Carter 2 are definitely a classic. Carter 2 being my favorite out of the bunch. You know, Carter 3 is also a classic. But Lil Wayne has changed rap forever, and he has people constantly sounding like him. And when he's at the top of his game rapping, he decided to do a rock album and decided to do R&B songs. So now that's where you get some of that hybrid music right now. So Lil Wayne, to me, is one of my favorite artists of all time. And I mean, Weezy, Young Money, you know what I'm saying? He got hits after days in a milli. Just one of the classic rap songs ever. So Lil Wayne at number 3. So my top two. I'm sure people can probably guess who's in the top 2. Can guess in the top 2. If you can't guess who's in the top 2, then you're gonna be surprised, right? So my number 2 pick is Jay-Z. Jay-Z is number 2 on my list. Normally Jay-Z is number 1 on my list, but my number 1 guy beat him out, right? So Jay-Z, classic albums, from Reasonable Doubt all the way up to the last album being 444, because I'm not counting Jay Electronica as one of his albums. I mean, Jay-Z has been an epitome of what rap can grow into, being a corner boy or rapping about, you know, that lifestyle, and Reasonable Doubt to rapping about stocks, rapping about patents, rapping about, you know, becoming a billionaire and being business focused and family oriented. That's the evolution of hip hop, and that's beautiful. And that's something that Jay has been able to do. Not only doing that, being one of the greatest writers ever. I mean, the man has written for so many artists such as Diddy, for Dre, for Snoop, to just writing all his hits from Hard Knock Life to, you know, Can I Get Her, to everything on a Blueprint 2. I mean, man, Jay-Z has done it all. And it's so many people who model Jay-Z's career, not just lyrically and how they write, but also model his career outside of hip hop. So Jay-Z, you know, you can turn on Jay-Z right now and still listen to the older albums, and it feels just like yesterday, man. So Jay-Z, man, I wanted to put him at number 1, but he's finishing at number 2. And I know that that's probably a shocker to some people who know me, but Jay is now number 2 on that list. So my number one guy, he goes by many names. He ain't even from here, which is crazy, but he goes by The Boy. He goes by Champagne Poppy, Drizzy. What else has he been called? You know what I'm saying? The young lion. You know what I'm saying? So Drake is number 1. Drake is number 1 on my list for so many reasons. I mean, the man is the greatest artist of our time. He has made every type of music that you can think of, from reggae Drake, making hits, R&B Drake when he starts to sing. He kind of took like Wayne and Kanye style and morphed it into a genre of music, which is the Drake music. You can't turn on the radio without hearing Drake's influence, along with just running rap. He's been out since 2005, but just running rap from like 2008 to current, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's a long run that nobody has ever done. I mean, the man has hit after hit after hit. He doesn't miss. He's worked with everyone. He's also ghost-written some flows. I know that Drake has a big, ghost writing thing above him. So people are like, how can he be number 1 of the greatest rap artists of all time? You know what I'm saying? But we talking about artistry. We're not talking about just who's the best lyricist. I'll do a show on the best lyricist, who I think the best lyricist is. But we talking about the greatest artist ever in hip hop. That's clearly Drake. Drake has more hits than anyone. Drake has hits in all different range, and he's controlled the Billboard for the last 10 years. And not just that. I mean, not just that. He when he raps, he can rap with the best of them, along with making hits. You know what I'm saying? And music is about music that you want to hear and listen to. And the great thing about Drake's music is that you can listen to old music and it aged well. A lot of these other artists, and I'll be honest, and I hate to say it, some of these songs don't age well. Like if you didn't have an emotion to them, then a connection, then you're not gonna be like, man, this song is still fire today. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna name those songs right now, but you know, you're not gonna feel that way. But with Drake's music, there's some songs from Take Care you still listening to. There's some songs from Nothing Was the Same you still listening to, and it's been like 10 plus years, 7 to 10 plus years for both of those albums. You know what I mean? So that's, or just thinking of So Far Gone. People still talk about that mixtape project today in 2020, and that came out in 2008. So just about aging well, and along with continuously making hits and running the music, Drake is at number one. If you like this show, I'm going to continue to do this show every week. You can watch it on IG stories. You can watch it on my IG stories. So follow me on Instagram at GrandZ32. You can see there, or GrandZ32_music. You can also follow me on Snapchat, snapchat.com/status32. You can also follow my Facebook page, which is facebook.com/GrandZ32, which is also called The Life of Grands. You can then watch the show on IGTV at any time. So watch it on my YouTube page, which is Grand's Insert Greatness Here. So it's your boy Grandz. I'll see y'all next week. Top five. Top five.